From One Twins Way in Minneapolis, welcome inside Target Field. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Minnesota Twins. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shaw. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill for the Twins, Pablo Lopez. And Siggy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, but I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock. Bryce Teodosio, the next to hit for the Angels. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And today is draft day. Singing an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams. It's also changed a lot in terms of the immediacy of finding out. I mean, what was it? Carrier pigeon was how you found out about being drafted back when you were selected, right?
Well, fans today may not realize, because we have, such exposure on the internet and network sports and everything else. You find out right away. But when I was drafted back in 1993, I maybe found out, later in the day. I was drafted in the morning that I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants. So regardless, I think the feeling is the same. No matter whether you find out right away or you find out a day later, you're just so excited to have been drafted by a professional baseball team and have the opportunity to pursue your dream.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a 1-2. Got him swinging. Now 1 away. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Now batting Joe Adell. That's a ball. The 1-0.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall, but foul.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Next pitch downstairs, and it's 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Now, Zach Neto. And a foul ball. Shanuel off of first with 2 away. Hard hit left side, and that's the inning. The Twins coming up, no score. This is Twins baseball on the show North. We go to the bottom of the first. And getting to start for the Angels, Alek Manoah. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. One-two now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Low, ranging after it. Reaching for it, makes the catch. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Trevor Larnach.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, you know, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Caratini in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. That's in there. No balls, two strikes. In the air, right field. Adell has a beat on it, and there's two down.
Batting third, the first baseman, Josh.
Here's Josh Bell. Bell working through some struggles lately. Laser could be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So runner at second, two down. Here's Royce Lewis. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big two-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Man at second. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Heading for the plate. The relay, safe. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just kept it simple. Played tougher with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So up next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. On a line out towards center. Teodosio under it, and that's the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Now it's the DH for the Angels, Jorge Soler. Fought off foul. And now the 0-1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. One down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And a rope into center field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The third baseman,
Oswald Peraza, the next to hit for the Angels, with 3 hits on the series, and one of them a homer. one down.
Ball, down.
And Pablo Lopez will deliver. That one fouled off. The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a swing and a miss. And there's two away.
No, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Travis d'Arnaud digs in. Swing and a miss as that one was high. d'Arnaud getting the starting catcher in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And his slugging percentage so far this year right around .450.
Ball, that's inside.
Lowe leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Down.
Got him. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the Twins DH, Trevor Larnach.
Hey!
That's off the inside corner, and a count 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Emmanuel Rodriguez, the next Twin up to hit.
Hey!
Hit in the air, center field. Teodosio settles under it. 2 down.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Orlando.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Just
Ball
missed. Two down, nobody on. Oh, that fastball drilled him.
Batting 9, the left fielder.
And now for the Twins, Austin Martin.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Well, that change up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, it's clear they're struggling with pitch selection today. Swinging it off-speed stuff off the plate. They need to be more patient and wait for the right pitch, not just the next pitch.
The 1-2. Good eye right there.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitcher...
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0.
Get it right, get it right. Oh, got to, hold on. This
And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Siggy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
Hold up, now who that? It's me, oh yeah, I do that. Hit him with the heat, turn up, now brew that.
Fouled off down the right side. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Nolan Schanuel getting ready to hit. Reached on an infield single his first time. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1. And that one fouled off.
Ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Left field. And he
ball's
can't
foul.
quite get there. It's a foul ball. The 1-2.
Ball, that's outside.
And the tying run is on base.
Up next to the Angels, the center fielder,
Bryce Teodosio, the next to hit for the Angels. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball 1.
Schanuel, the base runner at first with 1 out. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Up next to the Angels.
Here's Joe Adell. He's 0 for 1. 0-1.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
The 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Swing and a foul out of play. First and second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Now one out to right. And that's the 3rd out. Angels strand a couple. They're down 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Matt Wallner.
Inside, ball 1.
Foul ball there. One now. Late with the swing there. Goes down looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Vic Caratini at the plate. Flied to right his first time. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Caratini with some impressive production lately. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Twins.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. 1-for-1 with a double and a run scored. In there for strike 1.
Ball inside.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That one fouled off. 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Nothing doing here for the Twins, but they still lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Jorge Soler.
You know, these Angels just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
A 1-1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Comes a 2-2. Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Right to start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Out towards right center field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
So in now for the Angels, Oswald Peraza. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Twins 1 and the Angels nothing. You're watching Minnesota Twins baseball on the show North. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Brooks Lee, the next Twin up to hit. And it's fouled away. This one's smoked on its way out of here. He circles the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of his ballpark.
One down. Here's Trevor Larnell. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat.
Ball.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that one hammered. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One out. Runner at second. Emmanuel Rodriguez. The next Twin up to hit. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Comes up empty. Stays alive.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
That smash towards center. Teodosio takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Twins, the second baseman, Orlando.
So digging in, Orlando Arcia. He's been a great free agent sign. Lifted in the air, right field. Adele drops steps, heads back on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Twins get 1 on this homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
You know, these Angels definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
1 away here in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swinging a foul straight back. Hit softly on the ground to third. Handles, throws to first, and the first 2 set down at the top of the 5th.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel.
So up next, Nolan Shanuel. He's 2 for 2. Popped in the air, left field, and that is that. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Twins 2 and the Angels nothing. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Ball, that's in.
In the air to left center, Teodosio drifts towards it, and there's one down. Here at Target Field, it's really important to have rangy outfield. There's lots of ground to cover out
The
there.
right fielder, Matt Wallner.
So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. Tap foul at the plate.
Yeah, I agree, Boog. There's a ton of space in the outfield, and that high wall in right center makes for a lot of doubles. Got to get a good jump as an outfielder.
Wallner wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. Ball to strike. The pitch.
8-2.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Next for the Twins, the catcher, Victor.
Now at the plate, Victor Caratini.
Ball 1.
Inside,
inside.
almost got him.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently.
Inside,
and you see
ball
the
3.
results.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And it's in for a strike. And the count's full. In the air, left field, low. Should have this one. And that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. 5 innings complete. It's the Twins 2 and the Angels nothing. This is Twins baseball on the show North. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
In my darker days, I was out of phase. I was out of place in my own hometown. Then you came to me, showed me all that I could be, and baby, now I found.
Bryce
Leading off for the
Teodosio
game,
digs in
the
now.
center fielder, Bryce Teodosio.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swings and misses. 0-2 now. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Makes the catch for the second out.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Zach Neto. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez in position, and that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. You're watching Minnesota Twins baseball on the show North.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 70.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Josh Bell getting ready to hit. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the 1st. Fastball for a strike. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
And they'll do it again. That one missed.
That's ball 2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2-2 on the way. Liner snagged it first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Royce Lewis, the next to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That's inside.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul.
That's ball 2.
The 2-1. And a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Just
that's
missed.
high.
Still just the 2nd batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That was pretty nasty. And next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. He went deep back in the 4th. Pretty important swing of the bat in this ballgame.
Yeah, bro, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball, that's down.
Line to left. And foul ball. Here's a 1-2. In the air, center field. Teodosio under this one. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Twins 2 and the Angels nothing. This is Twins baseball on the show North. Back here at the ballpark, the final chapter of this series is being written. Only fitting we have a close one.
Yeah, Boog, when you're trying to win a series, every moment feels amplified. Now it's about focus, composure, and finishing strong.
Bullpen action for the Twins. Anthony Banda, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Rogers getting cranked up as well. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Josh Lowe will hit next.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here, trying to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that.
That one is absolutely belted. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Runner around third. Relay throw. Save. He scores, and it's a one-run game. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in, I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Pablo Lopez won't go any further. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back.
Now pitching.
On the mound now for the Twins, Anthony Banda.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Oswald Peraza, the next to hit for the Angels. That one not close. And that is ball one. The Twins holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. So the tying run at second. Now a drag bunt, third base side. And it's just foul. That was close. Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at second. Backed off the plate that time. The 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Him out.
Man, he got a real good pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes. You cannot miss that. Not a great slider at all. And I tell you what, that's where you've got to do damage. He looked like he was on time getting the bat through the zone, but he just caught air.
So now with one away and a man at second, Travis d'Arnaud digs in now. And that is out of play. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. Travis d'Arnaud will touch him all. And the Halos jump out in front. dealing with some heartbreak right now.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One down. Christian Moore getting ready to hit. Swing and a ball popped up. Bell settles under this one. And there's two away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Back to the top of the order. Now here is Nolan Shotwell.
Nope. That's inside.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That's the ball.
Two down, nobody on. Just
That
missed.
pitch is out.
Now it's 3-2. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Strike two.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now on an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now two on with two outs.
Really nice job at two-strike hitting in that at-bat. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Anthony Banda out of the game, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now
Pitching change here, Justin Topa.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitch so far this season.
First and second, two outs. Joe Adell, the next to hit for the Angels. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Sliced hard but foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. That one's the inning, and they limit the damage. Two-run shot for the Angels this inning. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
You need, can't sleep, but I dream. It's a must. You see, eyes wide open. I see, had a vision, had a dream, eyes wide open.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball. Ball, that's too high.
Off the
That's
mark
ball
there.
3.
And that's ball 3.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Rips that one to right. 1 away.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and we're just going to have to sit on it.
Rodriguez in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The Angels trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th.
The
Ball,
guy at
that's
the plate
out.
could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right
That's
away
ball.
it was an off-speed pitch.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Orlando Arcia, the next to hit. Inside corner for a strike. The 0-1. Rip, but it curls foul.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
The left fielder, Austin.
So up next for Minnesota, Austin Martin.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
On the ladder with that fastball. That's strike 1. And he'll challenge that called strike. So the call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. Check swing called strike. 0-2. Runner at second, 2 down.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Teodosio on his way in. He's got it, and that ends the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job at getting out of the jam.
Ready to begin the 8th, and now it's the Angels cleanup batter. Zach Neto. Strike 2. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out.
Up next for the Angels, the designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Here's the 0-1. Hard hit, right side. Bell takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
The left fielder, number 3, Josh Lowe.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Josh Lowe. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
That ball foul.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a bouncer. Not in
No,
time.
he's safe.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw to
No, he's
second.
in there.
Out
Safe.
of bounds. Safe. Runner at second. 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Angels lead 1, but they still lead at 3-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Brent Suter.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Ground ball right side, bounces into the outfield, base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here comes the 0-1. And
Ball,
this
that's
is
it.
inside. Challenge from behind the dish here. Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position. Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
The Twins with the go-ahead run at the plate. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Step off throw to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. And that's the second disengagement down. Struck him out looking.
The first baseman, Josh.
1 out man at first. Josh Bell at the plate now. The switch hitter batting right. That one's in there. Strike 1. That's down and in. Line drive, that's a base hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Here comes the throw. Not in time. The tying run stands at third with 1 out, and a fly ball could knock this one up. Now Royce Lewis gets a chance to hit. Quarter infielders playing in. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high-leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Now the 0-1. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman carried it out of here.
Brooks Lee, the next Twin up to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right, out of play. 1-2 now. Line drive, base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with one away. Next is the designated hitter, Trevor Lawrence. Runner takes off. Ground ball right side. Shadowell steps on the bag. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Emmanuel Rodriguez now at the plate. 1 for 3. Line drive, base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Now it's the second baseman, Orlando Arcia. Got one close, ruled the ball. And that's ball 1. Catcher challenge, we'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Hey,
2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball still 0-2. Sends him down looking. Good job at damage control right there. But the Twins get a 3-run shot. Last chance coming up here for the Angels.
So what's the win without a comeback? Hustle every day to win. Now you win until a comeback. I'm not the one that you should play with. Let us stick with who you came with. You ain't a thug, you a play too.
Set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Fought off foul. The 0-2. This to third. Gets to it with a slide. Fires to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Christian Moore, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 3 in this one. Swinging a foul straight back. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Fouled off left side.
Pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Got him swinging. Angels with only 1 out left.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The Twins trying to close out a 2-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Over to first, and that'll do it. And the Twins with the rubber match of this 3-game series.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ballgame all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.